is working here. Where's my live? Okay, let's see. Hello. Yes, it is. Okay, good. So we are going to continue with this au pair today because I just couldn't do anything else. I will look, really quickly. I did do something else. I did listen to the first part of, because the au pair trial starts at 10. So I did listen to the first hour of Canaro. And they had a neighbor called Heather Cap. I thought it was Carp, but it's Cap, like Andy Cap. And she spoke about hearing something, and hey there, Peridot. She's talked about hearing something and then looking at the clock. It was 4:30, looking out the window, hearing these guys like running from a car, somebody kneeling down in the driveway, shining a light onto Paul's house and about a fire. And so I did listen to that, hi Denise, for a little bit. And then when I turned over to the au pair trial, her testimony was all day, and that's what I did. I was consumed with that. I couldn't believe that she got this plea deal that is basically, she killed someone. We talk about Gypsy Rose, okay? This woman was involved in the whole planning of this. She was sending messages. She was, the plant that was going to tell Christine, and then that Joe Ryan was in the house so that Brendan could come back. They both shot him. She let him get her gun, learned how to use it, trained her how to use it with the intention that she was going to kill someone, all of this. And she literally has a plea deal that is taking this down to a manslaughter charge for time served. It's crazy, okay? It's crazy. So she's now trying to get herself the best deal she can with Netflix and other media, okay? It's crazy. I don't even understand. I was literally losing my mind in the chat, saying that they've got to be crazy. And then the defense lawyer was at least hammering it down. He's like, wait. I told you yesterday that she has an arrogance to her. And I know some people said, not even in here, but some people in other places said maybe she's slow. Maybe she doesn't have a good command of the English language. And that's what's making it look that way. No. This woman is shrewd. She is shrewd beyond belief. Okay? She's one of these people, my mother-in-law would say, there's an Italian expression, she'll take your shoes off while you're walking in them. Okay? That's how shrewd this one is. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. And she was telling the mother, I'm going to get the best deal. We deserve this after all. I'm looking at, she didn't want $25,000. She wants $100,000 for this. And then the defense attorney's like, well, wait, what did you say? Because you deserve this? Why do you deserve this? Oh, because of everything we've gone through. She's the reason, with him that 2 people are dead. And now she's profiting off this? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Okay? And I really hope this judge, because I was happy that prosecution kept trying to object, and no, it sounded like the judge wanted to hear what those deals were. She was trying to quash them, that prosecutor, like, no, why is he asking for the names? And then the judge is like, no, if she knows the names, let her say them. If she knows the amounts, let her say it. So I thought that was great, and I hope that this judge has something to do with this, because she should not be allowed to profit from this. This is insanity. Not only does she have like the lightest sentence that's known to man for a double murder, but come on. I mean, can you even imagine? Donna Adelson is probably flipping the freak out saying, oh my gosh, I didn't even pull a trigger, okay? And I'm in prison for life. My son's in prison for life. He didn't pull a trigger. And this one comes here from Brazil. She pulls the trigger and she is just going to get 2 years, a time served. Come on. End a movie deal. Come on. So I have to look up. One of the women is Katie Brower. So I want to make sure I got the right one. And the other one she said is Zachariah Franks. And I have not found him. I see somebody in sports, but not in the media world. But I will find the right people, because that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now, let's see what's going on in the chat. 'Cause a lot of people coming in. And hi, Rosalita. How are you? Hi, White Angel. White Angels has Carolyn. What I heard today was maddening. Absolutely maddening. That skank should be doing time as much as he should be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think they needed her to turn state's witness. I think they would have had plenty on him. Come on. Let's see. Denali says, are you going to talk about the Tippy case? Yes, I'll look at what's new in there. Yes, I will. Every time it sounded to me like you say, wait, hold on. I have to put my glasses on. Oh, I can tell you, and so I just got annoyed, LOL. It sounded to me like she was saying, oh, I can tell you. Yeah, she was terrible. And then she said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to freaking do this anymore. You're going to be in contempt of court. You're not going to do this anymore. Like, what the hell, lady? Arrogant. And I knew it. I knew she was, because I could pick up on it yesterday. Somebody said, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's slow with the English language, or no. She knows how to play it. And then suddenly she has, like I said yesterday, she can't understand things all of a sudden, like Michelle Triconis, who needs a translator. You know, she suddenly loses her hearing. Did you notice that one? I didn't hear you. You know, like, she's a piece of work. And his wife was beautiful. I don't know what he saw in this one. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, let's see what's happening here. White Angel says, we need to call Katie and Zachariah and tell them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, their social media sites need some posting. Once we verify the correct ones and whatever media it is, and that should be boycotted. That should be boycotted, or all of that money should go to the victims' families. They should go to the families of Christine Banfield and Joe Ryan's family. She should not get it. She should not get an iota of that, but she's already got it. They've already patted her commissary. They've already asked her for baby pictures of herself. Did you hear this one? Of her in Brazil and all this stuff. Okay? And they're paying to get the rights to her story and all of this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Son of Sam law. Have they ever heard of it? Her deal is insane. It's insane. I think, like, can you imagine Donna Adelson hearing this? Charlie Adelson. And you know what? Oh my gosh, it was so weird. I went to bed listening with my AirPods of Canaro trial, and it somehow turned over during the night to Charlie Adelson on the stand. So I woke up to that, and I'm thinking to myself, can you imagine Charlie or Donna hearing this? Donna must be flipping out of her head if she heard this. Come on, she would say, oh my gosh, this woman was there. She pulled the freaking trigger. Like, how did she get this? You know, you talk about Crystal Kenny. Crystal Kenny didn't pull a trigger at Kelsey Barrett. This is crazy. I don't understand how they did this. This is just nuts. So let's see. I just want to see if they... See, someone said Netflix, but she mentioned another name too. She said something like, it sounded like Prime, but I would have had her elaborate. I would have been like, hold on, no, I want to know what the media company is. Can you spell that? You know, she was saying she's talking to some of these people maybe more than 3 times a week. In the letters she's writing to her mother, she's saying, these are my professional friends, she called them, her professional friends, and they've written books, and they sent me the books, and they're putting money on my commissary, and they're giving me money to call you, and they want my story, and I'm going to negotiate. She's in freaking prison negotiating these deals. She acts like they are against her day, asking for questions of her like, how does... Hold on, let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see this. My eyes are not good anymore. Okay, now I can see. They're inconveniencing her, asking her questions. How dare they? That's the impression she gives me. When are they going to be questioning her? Maddening. Yeah, and she's finished, but she can be recalled. I don't know. I really hope that when people listen to this testimony, they get enraged. And I'm going to check to see if there's more people tweeting about it, because that's usually where there's the most outrage, is on that old-fashioned Twitter. Let me see here. Juliana. And all I call her is, I pronounce her last name Megalize. Let me see here. So, let's see here. I've agreed to the plea deal she's got here. I wonder if anybody would put that woman's name in here. Yeah, because she mentioned them. There's not as, I would like to see a little more outrage on, okay, what is this? Okay, here's something on her deal. Hang on. So this right here is... Let's see. On October 29th, 2024, Eric Klingen, Kelly Sprisler, the Assistant Commonwealth Attorneys, Juliana Perez Megalize, the defendant, and Ryan Campbell and Kim Stover, counsel for the defendant, appeared before this court. The defendant is indicted with the felonies of murder, count 1, and using a firearm in the commission of a felony, count 2, and she appeared while in custody. The court granted, without objection by the defendant or her counsel, the Assistant Commonwealth's Attorney motion to amend count 1 of the indictment, to wit, by striking murder and inserting manslaughter in the header of the indictment, by striking the words "and murder" and inserting the words "and slay." In the fourth line of the indictment, by striking the Virginia Code and inserting the Virginia Code 18.2-36, and striking, okay, these, so they're lessening her charges here, okay? The defendant was arraigned upon count 1 of the amended indictment, and the defendant, in person and in writing, signed by her, entered a plea of guilty. The court accepted the plea of guilty and made it a part of the record, after making specific inquiries of the defendant and determining that the plea was made voluntarily and with full understanding of the nature of the charge and the consequences of the plea. In consideration of the defendant's plea of guilty and the evidence proffered, the court found Juliana Perez Megalize guilty of manslaughter as charged in count 1 of the amended indictment. Hang on. The court granted, without objection by the defendant or her counsel, the Assistant Commonwealth's Attorney motion to null pro se count 2. The court ordered the count 2 of the indictment. Okay, let's see. So then, wow, that very nice there. You know what? So she, hold on a second. Hold on, please. She's not going to be prosecuted for the firearm, even though she shot the guy. Wow. Okay, so she's just got the manslaughter. Manslaughter is 1 to 10 years in Virginia, given the crime. But it said that she can also get just time served, which is what they have promised her. Okay? So that's all she's getting. Charged with. That's all she pled guilty to. That's it. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Hang on one little second. Okay. Her testimony is really fake. Why did you tell the truth? Oh, I thought the truth had to be told now. And they're like, so you didn't think the truth had to be told for like a year that you were not telling the truth, according to you? But then she says, I thought, I would lose my attorney and my ability to have a defense and to call my mother. Who paid for your attorneys? And she said that Brendan Banfield's mother paid for her attorneys, and said she held off on a plea deal out of fear that she would stop paying. It's horrible. Let's see. Let's see. Now, if enough people get up in arms about it, this judge should see that this is insane. The state is recommending time served for Juliana, but who makes the ultimate decision? Is it the judge? If it's the judge, she should give her the 10 years at least. Imagine she'd flip the freak out. Sentencing is withheld, so this offer of leniency is contingent. Oh, well, I hope this judge does something. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else. She has been speaking to media, including someone called Josh at 48 Hours, but then she said, no, that's not who's offering her the money deals. There's two other people, Kate Brower and Zachariah Franks. Oh, from Cream. That's what she said. Hold on, let's from Cream Show? What is that? I don't even see. Does anybody know who that is? I'm putting it in Google, but I'm not seeing. Hold on. There's a Zachary Frank, known for Fear Thy Neighbor, A Secret to Die For, and Evil Encounters. He has an IMDb profile. She said journalist Kate Brower befriended her via jail chat, along with a man named Zachary Franks. And they put money on her accounts. She said multiple outlets have told her she could make money from her story, even offering her in excess of $10,000 for an exclusive interview post-trial. In one chat, she testified that she wrote, "We do deserve something." She testified she meant she did not deserve anything for the murder, but for what her family and her have been through. She could not recall specific details about when she switched her story, ultimately telling prosecutors about the alleged plot to murder Christine Banfield. Carol asked her, "You don't remember details about a horrific, tragic event?" "If you were in my shoes, you wouldn't remember either," she responded. The last thing prosecutors asked her at the end of their brief redirection was, "Everything that you talked to me about yesterday was the truth? All the truth?" "Yes, it was," she answered. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where is this Zachary Franks Cream? Zachariah Franks. Cream Productions, what she believes. I don't know. I'll have to do some research. And, okay, let's see now. Okay. Someone said, "I'm so effing pissed off with this so-called Juliana Perez Megalize." That's what I call her. "She is picking who she's going to give an interview to, who's going to pay more or make her more famous. What the F is this? Her mom must be so proud of her. Stop making useless people famous." Oh my gosh. Let's see. Why the heck? Well, there's already let's see. Well, somebody else is really pissed about this too. They said that effing Juliana Perez Megalize is there talking with all the arrogance that she's already making deals with Netflix, Dateline, and whatever the F, because according to her, she deserves good things for having plotted, fully participated in, and murdered 2 innocent people. Do me a favor! She has some meme on there. Oh, the media has become my support system, is what she said. The media. Unbelievable. One big revelation, she admitted she's accepted money for food and calls home to Brazil from a production company, and she is negotiating selling her story. This is crazy. It really is. I hope this judge is getting, if she's going to decide the sentence, I hope she's getting a lot of people saying this is insane. Somebody should email Donna Adelson, too. Charlie Adelson. I don't understand how she got... This is just crazy. Okay, so let me get back to the chat and see what you guys are saying, because this is nuts. But I thought you could not benefit. You're not supposed to, White Angel. It's a Son of Sam law. They have the Slayer statute where you can't get like life insurance or property or inheritance, and Son of Sam laws to stop you from selling your story about your murdering somebody and profiting off of it. And if there is money, it's supposed to go to the victims' families. They are not supposed to get it, the murderers. It's terrible. Hi, Lindy Uribe. Hi, B-Lady. And she said when she saw the guy moving, she tried to tell Brendan, but he was too busy. Oh, he told her to shoot him, too? No. He told her to shoot him. She shot him. She admits she shot him. That's what I'm saying. She pulled the freaking trigger. There's Donna Adelson, who didn't do any of that, and she must be going out of her mind. Yeah, I said that. I said that it was Netflix earlier, and it's also Cream, is what she mentioned. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. But I hope this judge is the one that has to sentence her. The prosecution is asking for time served, but I hope this judge gives her the 10 years. Hey, Elsie, how are you? You're so happy to see me back. Thank you. Hi, Elsie. Do you think maybe she is connected to somebody in politics? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. He did, I swear. I believe he did tell her to shoot as well. I'll have to go listen again. I just know she shot him. I think he wanted him shot with, maybe I've got it mixed up, 2 different guns. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Hi, Denali. I wonder if her folks who run the au pair program are linked to politicians. Her parents run an au pair program? Okay. Well, let's see. I just, for some reason, the Commonwealth thought they needed her to get him. I don't understand. Let's see. Hold on a second. Mega lies. Mega lies. Okay, let's see. Mega lies. Okay, let me see if I can get to this. All right, let's see if her jailhouse letters. Let's see what we got here. In one to Brendan Banfield's mother, Juliana was adamant that she would be willing to take the blame for the both of them. I'd give my life for this, and I would never do anything to hurt him or against him. Whatever they're saying, whatever they want to believe, I don't care. I'll take the blame for both of us. In another letter, she told Brandon that she was not willing to spend life in prison for something she didn't do. In other letters, she professed her love to Brendan. As time went on, Juliana's letters illustrated a frustration with her attorney and Brendan. She expressed that she was upset with him for not visiting enough and feared spending the rest of her life in prison. She was also asked to read letters she wrote about her depression, suicidal ideation, testifying that she was eventually put on medication. Let's see. Just before her trial was scheduled to begin, she accepted the plea deal, and that followed a health issue that required her to go to the hospital for treatment. She says, I withheld the truth for a long time just to myself, and it was a lot for me to deal with, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It was too much for me, and I do believe that part of me getting sick, it was just one of these factors. There is only so much your brain can take before your body starts responding to the stress as well. In his opening statement, the defense attorney accused the prosecution of using the au pair's vulnerable position as a young immigrant far from her family to flip her against his client. Let's see. During cross, Carol pressed the au pair about why she accepted a plea deal nearly a year of protesting her innocence, and questioned whether the truth hadn't mattered to her. He also noted a letter in which her mother appeared to encourage her to blame Brendan. That was essentially a discussion between you and your mother about telling everyone that Brendan was the one who planned this. During her testimony, the au pair said there were details including who took Christine Banfield's laptop and the dates of specific conversations that she couldn't remember. I can tell you that the fact that I do not remember some specific details does not mean it's a lie. I can guarantee that everybody has things in life that they do not remember. I'm trying to find let's say this. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to cooperate. The au pair reads jailhouse letters that detail her pain. Let me see here. Okay. So where is... She feels guilty. Let's see here. Let's try this. Did you know she curled her hair a little bit today? Did you notice that? She curled her hair. Let's see. I withheld the truth for a long time just to myself, and it was a lot for me to deal with, and I couldn't deal with it anymore. Let's see. John Carroll said, you were holding the truth yourself and no one else knew? Well, Brendan does, she said. The thought of being... Oh, then he asked her why she ultimately decided to plead guilty, right? She said the thought of being the right thing to do. I guess. The world deserved to know what really happened, and then I just couldn't hold it. I just couldn't keep it to myself. The feeling of shame and guilt and sadness and all those feelings. Give me a break, lady. Let's see here. She said she's testifying against Banfield because it opens the possibility of getting less prison time. She actually said that. Okay. She also confirmed on cross that she was only ever offered plea deals that required her to testify against him. And then he had to review a series of letters that she sent from jail since her arrest. In one of the letters, she said, I'm not going to cooperate with them. There's nothing on you, so I don't know what they're going to use. In another letter to Banfield, she wrote, sometimes I just think to myself, like, I can't believe I'm facing life in prison for someone. Things weren't supposed to be this way, right? But people are stupid, including me, and make mistakes and act without thinking. That's how I did. In July, August, and September of 2024, she sent several messages to her family complaining about her lawyer and that he wasn't working efficiently for her. Around that time, she also wrote to her family and friends about her complicated relationship with Brendan, who she said wanted to move to Brazil with her. She expressed more stress over her lawyer's inefficiency in messages with her family in September 2024 after Banfield was arrested and her own trial was set for November grew closer. She later confessed to helping Banfield with a plot to kill his wife in a recorded interview with investigators on October 25th, 2 days after she was released from a 10-day hospital stay. There is only so much your brain can take before your body starts responding to the stress as well, she said. Again, when Carol, the defense attorney for Brendan, asked her or challenged her motives for turning on Banfield, she said she held on to the truth until she couldn't anymore, and her jail messages didn't reflect her true feelings, she testified, because she knew her correspondence was being monitored. She said she didn't tell her lawyer or Brandon's mother, who was paying for the attorney, about her feelings because they didn't know the truth about the murders. She acknowledged that since taking the plea deal, she has been contacted by media producers who she says want her to sell her story. She has not signed any contracts yet, she said, but one production company that wants her to participate in a documentary has contributed money to her commissary account, funds she can use to buy food and contact her family. They have become my support system. Of a few of the producers. Let's see. In March of 2025, jail messaged to her mother about the potential for paid media exposure. She said, "We do deserve something." Let's see. Okay, here's how it goes. That Banfield returned from a nearby McDonald's where he was waiting. Then he and the au pair then entered the home through the basement, where they left the Banfield's young daughter before they headed upstairs. In the bedroom, Christine Banfield yelled out to her husband that the purported intruder had a knife. The au pair testified. Ryan looked up at them, shocked, and then Banfield shot him. Christine asked the nanny to call 911, but the au pair said she hung up the call at Brendan's direction. She then watched Banfield repeatedly stabbed his wife, she said, covering her ears so she wouldn't hear it. When I first saw that happening, I ran to the other side of the bed. I was crouching down, covering my ears and covering my eyes. After a few times I looked, and I was able to see him stabbing her, and then they then called 911 again and said her friend had been stabbed, and Banfield told the dispatcher he was a federal agent who had shot the man who had stabbed his wife. Banfield's defense attorney refuted the prosecution's theory in his opening statement, saying that investigators initially concluded that Christine had control over her devices, an effort to rebut the theory that Ryan had been catfished. Carol also accused law enforcement of manipulating evidence to pin the blame on the client and said that the nanny had been arrested to flip on Banfield. Let me see here. So we're going to just have to find out who the freak this cream is, and okay. Let me see here. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Back to the chat. I bet he had a nice life insurance policy. How much did he hate his wife to do that? Yeah, 100,000. Yep, 100,000. Linda Uribe, yep. But she's saying no, just 10,000 for just like a short interview after the trial. She's trying to make as much money as she can. Oh yes, they're broken up. Mm-hmm. Let's see, on Tim being... Oh yeah, Timothy Busfield. Yeah, I did see. He's saying it's not true. He's going to fight it. There's another girl now that's come forward, a 16-year-old girl. I don't know. Well, she could get 10 years, but they've already signed a deal with her by guarantee. They're telling her that she's going to get time served. That's going to be their recommendation, and that's what that's all about, B-Lady. But I'm hoping maybe the judge will change it, but I doubt it. No, he didn't want to divorce Linda Uribe. That's correct. No. If it's not connected to the trial, B-Lady APR, no, I didn't see that. Where was that presented? Hang on one second. Now they found I just want to switch gears just real quickly. Michael McKee's return to Ohio is delayed. And they did find firearms at his property. He allegedly was arrested on the way to his office. Let's see. What else did I... Let me just get a graphic up there so we know we're on to something else for a minute. Okay, so multiple weapons were taken from the property of Michael McKee. There is a preliminary link to one of the weapons that ties it to the homicides. What we can say, this was a targeted attack. This was a domestic violence related attack. As we know, McKee is the ex-husband of Monique Tepe. We believe at this point we have the person responsible for their murders. They had a news conference today on Wednesday. Okay. Let's see. After his arrest, multiple firearms were seized from the property of Michael McKee. one of which police believe is the murder weapon. He was arrested over 400 miles from the crime scene Saturday, charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder. He appeared in the Illinois courtroom Monday. He was represented by a public defender who said he has plans to plead not guilty. He waived his extradition hearing. Let's see here. Columbus police did not have previous reports or calls involving the ex-husband at the TP's home. They were divorced because of incompatibility 2 years after they were married, after they were already living separately, according to records. Family members said they lived together for only 7 months, and they alleged that McKee was emotionally abusive. It was so impactful that she had to leave the relationship so abruptly and get out because she was so worried, says Rob Misla. That's Monique's brother. Let's see here now. Bryant said McKee's vehicle was seen on security video near the Tepes home just before the murders. Police said there were no signs of forced entry. And let's see. They didn't provide the details about how he entered the home. They said this is a very ongoing and very fluid investigation. It's really important for us to make sure that we share the things that aren't going to compromise the case. Okay. So they say there's going to be a delay. Let me see, why is there a delay? Let me see. The extradition is going to take longer than expected. Okay. So that's what we have there. Now, are you guys over here? Okay. The nanny said the husband did not want a divorce. That's correct, Linda. Uribe, he did not want a divorce. He did not want to have shared custody. He did not want to split up money. He did not want to split up property. He didn't. He said that Christine wasn't a good mother. Yeah, it was just crazy. Yeah, there is another girl that is a 16-year-old girl, yes. Cat, hi, Super Chat Cat. How are you? Okay, so that's that. But let's see. I want to see if we can find anything on this Kate Brower, because I do find a Kate Brower, but there's she has 3 names, and I don't know if that's the right one. It does list her as an American journalist and author. Sounds like it might be the person. me see here. Oh my gosh, he's finally home. That's crazy that they had him out this late.
What?
That's crazy that you had to be out this late. That's nuts. Where was the game?
Fallsburg.
Why was it so late?
It was super long game too, but we went.
Oh my gosh, man. All right, let's see now. Tallulah, Ryan, a stranger, Brendan. Brendan is. I'm trying to find if this is the one that's talking to him, but. And then she's saying something about cream, and cream, crime, prime. It sounded like she said crime, prime. I don't know that it sounded like cream. And there's Zachariah. I find somebody, but.
Yeah, it's $20.
Thanks. Okay, let's see. Zachariah. And I saw a IMDb for somebody else. So let's see. I don't know. So we have to get some detective skills on that to find the right people that are talking to her about this. Oh, I have something really important to say. Oh my goodness. I need you guys to pray really hard. Deanna, manager of Three Monsters here, you know, she's tremendously supportive of the channel, of everything. You know that she had her nephew, remember Avery, and he had cancer. We prayed for him, and then he went into remission, and he was doing really well. He's still doing really well, thank God. But his mother, who's only 40, Deanna's sister, Amy, found out she has bladder cancer. Just out of the blue, no symptoms or anything. She had surgery yesterday, and, you know, they're thinking that it might have be a little more advanced than they thought or something, so let's just pray that's not the case, and when she goes back, that she gets a really good prognosis and makes a full recovery from this. So if you just pray for her, her name is Amy, and I've checked it with Deanna, and she really will appreciate all the prayers she can get, okay? So please do that. Let me see here. What the heck was I on that? Okay, thank you guys. And let's see. James Lloyd. What?
Nothing. I said saying hello to everybody.
Oh.
Hello, Ramblers. Hello, people listening. Hello, people watching.
So yeah, let me. We're gonna have to figure out who those people are. But yeah, definitely prayers for Amy, Deanna's sister, and she makes a full recovery and has a great prognosis. Amen. What was I gonna say? So I have to find out about who these people are, because I don't want to give out the wrong, I don't want to give out the wrong names or anything, or I'll have to see if I can go on that lady's social media. If it is the one, there's probably already people there talking about it, I would imagine. Let's see here. And I don't know, B Lady Abrier, you're saying her mother ran the au pair business. I don't see that anywhere. Where did you hear that? I'm not sure where you heard that. Okay, let me see something. I'm not sure that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Okay, the au pair said she moved from Brazil to the United States on a work visa in October of 2021 to work as an au pair for Brendan and Christine Banfield, helping with their young daughter. It says Christine worked at Innova Health System and Brendan was a law enforcement agent with the IRS. It doesn't say that her parents owned the au pair business she was in. Let me see. But there is an interview. Let me see. During the interview, she said that Brendan was the mastermind who drew up the playbook of how the two of them would work together to stage Christine's murder. Over the next few weeks, Perez said Brendan told her about a website called FetLife.com, a kinky website, BDSM fantasy dating website. She said that Banfield created a fake profile on FetLife pretending to be Christine. She said the two of them would log onto Christine's work computer and attempt to solicit someone over to the house to perform an R fantasy with Christine. The au pair said Banfield was looking for a specific type of person. He wanted somebody that would sound like violent and was kind of playing the way he wanted the person to play. So that's when he started talking to Joe. 39-year-old Joseph Ryan of Springfield interacted with the profile that claimed to be Christine. Perez said that during questioning that it was always Brendan or her interacting with Joseph online pretending to be Christine. This detail has been dubbed the catfish theory in court, but Brendan Banfield's attorney says Brendan did not create the FetLife account. He says it was Christine all along. As Banfield's trial approaches, a Fairfax County detective trained in digital forensics testified in court hearings. The detective said he pulled and analyzed all the digital data on the devices used to access the FetLife profile. It was his professional conclusion that it was Christine on the computer and not Brendan, he said. During a hearing July 10th, that detective was put on the witness stand and questioned about his work. He testified that his supervisors reassigned him off of the case against his will. Banfield's defense attorney is suggesting someone in the police department connected the catfish theory based on something other than what the evidence shows. The prosecutors and defense both agree somebody was talking to Joseph Ryan online, inviting him over to play a R fantasy with restraints and a knife. When questioned by prosecutors, Perez said while the discussions with Joseph Ryan continued, Banfield took her to a shooting range to learn how to fire a gun that he bought for her. Right? Fairfax County Police pulled records from the shooting range that show Perez and Banfield at the range twice in the months leading up to the murders. Perez also said Banfield made changes to the home before then. She described him buying what she called very expensive new windows that were more soundproof. They changed like the whole house, the whole type of windows, she said. She told prosecutors that Banfield wanted her to help him test them. And then I went outside in the driveway and he went up to the bedroom. And then he started like screaming and yelling to see if I could hear anything outside, she said. And she said I could barely hear. I couldn't really hear very much. She said the plan on the day of the murders, February 24th, 2023, was for Christine to be home alone when Joseph Ryan arrived for the fantasy he was invited over for. Perez said Banfield pretended to go to work, but he was really staked out about 6 minutes away at the McDonald's. She said that she told Christine that other au pairs were taking the kids to the zoo for the day, so Christine bought them zoo tickets. Perez says she took the Banfield's 4-year-old daughter to the car as Ryan pulled into the family's driveway, and that's when she called Brandon. They rushed into the home, pretending to be catching an intruder. All the while, according to Perez, Christine was asleep in the house. Perez told prosecutors that was exactly what she and Banfield had told Ryan he would find. We told him before that it was kind of part of the game, where the person gets in the bedroom and then I would act like scared or try to run, scream, or if the person tries doing something, she would just kind of get freaked out and try to resist, but it's part of the game. Perez says that's what happened inside Banfield's bedroom that morning. It was almost like what Brandon had planned. Okay, let's see now. So that's there. Let me see here. Trying to find something else here. Okay. So yeah, let me go back here. Good night. Good night, Jen. You going to bed? Good night. Okay, let me see what's going on now. Lots and lots of prayers. What is going on? You're watching Kramer versus Kramer. Yeah, that's an old one, Linda Uribe. Really, really oldie. Hi, UHP. How are you? I mentioned au pairs might be connected. I don't know. No, they're not that I know of. It's the prosecution that made the deal. Okay. So yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see who's going to be on tomorrow, and let me see how long this trial is supposed to last, because I said they. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. don't know.
I don't know what, honey.
Nothing. Let's see. It's probably going to be a week and two. What? I don't know. How many? Who else are they going to call after this?
Bedford, the New Jersey,
I'm not doing that right now.
it's like, I don't know.
That's going to last like almost 2 months. It's a long time, that one.
He looked smug there, but one time it looked like he had a deer in the headlights when they were, his defense attorney was questioning somebody. You're just like,
Over the next few weeks, it says.
the most
On
nonsensical
this,
stuff,
next few
He
weeks.
went left or right here and all of that, man.
We'll see. I wonder who's going to be on the stand tomorrow. Let's see what this says. Defense attorneys assert that Christine was murdered by Ryan and deny that he was lured to the home by Brendan, with the au pair expected to testify in exchange for a plea deal. The defense questioned the reliability of any information that she would provide. After holding the au pair for a year, she repeatedly turned down proposed plea deals before finally agreeing. Her change of heart came after she was guaranteed time served on manslaughter charges. The defense argued the reason for her arrest was to turn her against Brendan Banfield. The two reportedly told officials at the time that they saw Ryan, a stranger, stabbing the wife after entering the home and shot the intruder. But what is the DNA on that knife and stuff? I wonder. Okay. Detectives who opposed the catfish theory were removed and reassigned, defense attorneys stated. During the opening of the case, the 911 call records custodian gave testimony and played the full 911 call in court. So we played that last night. Officers who responded to the scene that day also testified their body camera footage was played for the jury and counsel, but not shown to the gallery. During more testimony, the assistant chief medical examiner talked through the injuries that Christine and Joseph sustained. Photos of the wounds and the bullet and fragments that were recovered were presented to the jurors. The large single-edged knife that was allegedly used to kill Christine was also presented to the court. Jury selection took about 3 hours. The jury is comprised of 9 men and 7 women. Somebody asked that before. Okay, 9 men, 7 women. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, let me get back to you guys and see what you got. More men. SMH says Megan Els. The scene in the bedroom had to be gory, says B Lady. Yep. We wonder why she's getting away with this too. I don't get it. It's the prosecution. Yeah. I don't understand. There's alternates, B Lady, alternates. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Well, I guess I'll look at the other news, what's going on. Ohio man charged with killing girlfriend claiming suicide. Oh my gosh. Ohio again, huh? Crazy. What is wrong with people? I really don't know. I really don't know what the heck, people. It's nuts. Kentucky man guns down son during an altercation in his mother's backyard. The shooting death of his 33-year-old son in a heated altercation in Kentucky. Unbelievable. This is what I mean. What the hell is wrong with people? Two men shot at a Florida business on Monday were brothers. This sounds familiar. Who owned the business, who were killed by a man connected to a multi-million-dollar fraud case involving the businesses. Boynton Beach police said Charles Garagy, 67, and Richard Garagy, 72, were murdered inside their All-American Farms at about 4 p.m. The suspect, identified 39-year-old Nassar Dawla, shot himself after leading police on a brief chase after the shooting. Police quickly identified the suspect and located his vehicle. Dawla sped away when officers attempted a traffic stop and later crashed. Police said that officers saw him shoot himself as he was driving, and the Garages had arranged to meet with Dawla Monday to discuss the return of money defrauded by Dawla's brother, Sadman Dawla, who was convicted of defrauding the Garages of more than $5 million in 2024. At the meeting, Nassar produced a firearm and shot the Garages. Investigators believe that Nassar was involved in the fraud, but they didn't find evidence to support charges at the time. So, where is it? Oh, God, I love you. Oh my gosh. Wyoming mother shoots infant in the face, claims she would rather have him dead before sharing custody.
Another mother stabbed or choked some kids to death. So did you get that one?
Unbelievable. That doesn't even make sense, because in the Bible, right, Solomon says he'll find the real mother by saying, we'll just cut the child in half, and the real mother says no, right? But the other mothers say, oh yeah, that's fine. Now you have the real mother and just, yeah, shoot. I'll shoot him in the face rather than share custody.
Another woman killed or choked her two kids.
Yeah, they're nuts.
You know, the schools. I think it happened in New Jersey, Hopewell, New Jersey, or something like that.
I don't know. These people, they're nuts, Jimmy. I usually don't even cover them. Look at this little baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
It's nuts.
Honey, I love you.
Yeah. Did Luke go to bed?
Yeah.
Good night, Luke. Love you.
He thinks it's
Oh, he's coming down again?
He thinks it's going to be ice raining.
Ice raining tomorrow?
It's raining now. Yeah, it's going to be raining. He thinks it's going to be ice raining.
I thought I heard it raining before.
Oh, it's been raining ever since before I came home.
A Wyoming woman who allegedly killed her own child, claiming she'd rather have him dead than have her ex have any part of his life, has been denied bail. Grant County judge in New Mexico ordered Madeline Daly, 35, to remain behind bars on charges of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and related charges. She's accused of fatally shooting 11-month-old Basil Daly inside an RV in Grant County on December 23rd, right before Christmas, too. Wow, what a mother. What a mother. Deputies were dispatched to Highway 15 near Silver Lake following a call for assistance from employers who noted that during an employee background check that Daly had a warrant out for her out of Washakie County, Wyoming. When deputies arrived, she had taken Basil inside an RV with her. She barricaded herself and refused to come out. Responding deputies tried to negotiate. However, she refused to cooperate and shot the baby in the face, killing him. Unbelievable. Authorities took Daly into custody. During an interview, investigators claimed she didn't have enough time to take her own life before the deputies subdued her. And here's the, wow. In November, she skipped a court hearing and fled with the child after a judge granted the father emergency temporary custody. Let's see here. There are just too many red flags in this case, and there are no circumstances that would justify the release of this defendant into our community. Yeah, well, they should have picked her up before that so this baby wouldn't be dead. Even if the rest of life is worthless, she would do it again, just so to make sure that the family didn't touch him. It was written in the affidavit. Daly also made alleged unsubstantiated claims against Stoner, asserting that he never wanted anything to do with Basil, financially, physically, emotionally, ever. Before ordering Daly to remain behind bars, the judge stated there were concerns for not only Daly's safety, but the safety of others. Wow. What a nut job. Poor baby. New South Carolina mom dead in parking lot, hit and run, Spartanburg County. Wow. Teen girl still missing days after possibly riding away on a bike. In Florida. Let's see. If we can get a picture over here if this is. Oh, 14-year-old last seen in Longboat. She was found safe. That's very good. I like when that happens. Okay. She's been found safe. Let's see here. Cause of death revealed for a Chicago teacher. Police. Let me see here. The road's gone. 1,000? Wow, what happened here? When did this happen? This is old. Why are they putting old stuff in here? What the heck is wrong with... Is this like a slow news day or what? And what is this? At least 31 dead, dozens more injured after a construction crane collapsed onto a moving passenger train. Where did that... In Thailand. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, okay. Here's the other one in Ohio. An Ohio man right here was released early from jail last month, found himself back behind bars after he allegedly murdered his girlfriend, who threatened to leave him before telling cops that she died by taking her own life. Ezekiel James, 20, was indicted on Tuesday on charges of murder and felonious assault in the death of his 18-year-old girlfriend, Hayden Babiuch, in Oregon, Ohio, which is near Toledo. James shot Hayden to death on December 6th at his home in the 300 block of Crestway Drive. According to an arrest report, James had been released from jail days earlier after he violated parole stemming from previous weapons and tampering with evidence convictions. Wow, and so then he killed her. Unbelievable. See what else we have. Oh, did they find this kid here? A 12-year-old boy from Oklahoma. They found this little boy, and he ran away after being abused. Ryan R.J. Davis went missing for 9 days in central Oklahoma, was rescued safe and unharmed near his parents' home. Members of the United Cajun Navy, a Louisiana-based nonprofit, were present on the site and confirmed his rescue. Davis's mother and stepfather were arrested during the search. They were later charged with several counts of child abuse, child SA, child neglect, and other crimes. When the team found the boy, his first words were an apology. He gave us a hug and he told us that he was safe and nobody was going to harm. He gave us a hug and we told him that he was safe and nobody was going to harm him anymore. And he gave us a big hug and he said he was ready to go eat some pizza. The court records show Davis's stepfather, George Cole, faces 8 counts of child abuse, 1 count of child SA, 3 counts of child neglect, conspiracy, and charge of a pattern of criminal offenses. Meanwhile, the 12-year-old's mother, Cole, was charged with 3 counts of child abuse, 2 counts of child SA, 3 counts of child neglect, 1 count of conspiracy, and 2 counts of crimes against nature. During the first court appearance, a judge set George Cole's bond to $2.5 million. He was also ordered to wear a GPS device, refrain from interacting with minors, and not to possess any weapons. Jason Hicks, Cato County District Attorney, revealed that following his initial appearance, Cole attempted to take his own life in his cell. He was then taken to a medical facility where doctors conducted a health checkup. George and Kimberly Cole are imprisoned at the Cato County Jail. Officials have further announced that Davis will not be released into their guardianship. Oh, really? Good. At that point, he will not go back to that property. He will not go back to those parents. Before his rescue, he was last seen on January 2nd in Chickasha, approximately 24 miles from the location where he was eventually found. The local police have also issued a missing persons report advisory in the area. Not much information was shared, okay? And then we have this this father here in Kentucky, the one I was telling you about. crazy. He's accused of killing his son after a heated exchange at the home of the older man's mother. Philip Hadley, 56, has been charged with murder in the death of his 33-year-old son. Jordan Hadley. Records from the Adair County Sheriff's Office show the defendant was scheduled to be arraigned in court Wednesday morning. On Tuesday at about 3 p.m., the father and son were in the backyard of a home on Kentucky Route 55, and they were involved in a heated altercation. It's unclear what the dispute was about. The father said his son pushed him twice before issuing the threat, "This is going to end today," as Jordan Hadley reportedly approached him a third time. Philip allegedly pulled out a .40 caliber handgun and fired it, hitting his son. The Kentucky State Police and Adair County deputies were called to the residence due to a report of a shooting. When they got there, they found the younger man seriously injured from an apparent gunshot wound. He was brought to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead. Philip Hadley was arrested and booked into the Adair County Detention Center. He allegedly told investigators that he thought he did not see, that though he did not see a gun on his son, he believed in the moment before the shooting that his son was reaching for one. The defendant's mother is said to have witnessed the shooting. Columbia, Kentucky is located in the center of the state, about 100 miles south of Louisville. Let's see here. I think this is the one Jimmy was talking about. Get over there, please. Right there. Authorities in New Jersey arrested a mother for the deaths of her 2 children. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name. I would butcher it so badly it's not even funny. 35 years old, was arrested after her husband came home from work and found his son's bodies. A motive was not shared. The New Jersey mother of 2 has been charged in connection with the deaths of her 2 children. They were 5 and 7, and they were dead inside the house. In a press release on Wednesday, January 14th, Somerset, New Jersey authorities and Hillsborough Township Chief of Police Michael McMahon said that the mother was arrested for the double homicide. Approximately 6:45 p.m. on Tuesday, January 13th, a 911 dispatcher alerted the Hillsborough Township Police after a man called to say he arrived at his Shellcourt home after work and discovered his 2 children unconscious. Oh my gosh. He added that his wife did something to them. So terrible. Officers entered the home where they found the 2 children, both males, 5 and 7, in a bedroom. After assisting EMS with life-saving measures to no avail, the siblings were pronounced dead. Oh my gosh. The 2 boys were students at Sunnymead Elementary School. Superintendent called the situation unfathomable. Well, it's so sad. What is going on with these people? Oh my gosh, here's another. Hold on. 17-year-old girl allegedly shot and killed by her boyfriend inside New Jersey home. What the hell is wrong with these kids? Edison, New Jersey this time. Kids that can't handle the breakup at 17. Unbelievable. 17-year-old girl had her life taken in what prosecutors believe was a case of domestic violence. On January 10th, the killing of Justice Dees has shocked her home community of Edison, New Jersey, especially with more insight into what led to the tragedy. The main suspect is a teenage boy who was dating her. Prosecutors are looking at the 17-year-old male as the perpetrator, as he was at the scene when police arrived. Officers arrived at the Dees townhome after a 911 call reported gunshots around 1 a.m. and they found the 17-year-old girl dead, subsequently detaining her alleged boyfriend. The two appeared to be the only people at the home during that fatal incident. However, the assailant's identity will remain undisclosed to the public until the court decides whether or not to charge him as an adult. Thus far, he's only been charged with juvenile delinquency. Oh, wow. If deemed an adult, he will face weapons and manslaughter charges. Oh my goodness. Further investigation into the killing revealed that the two were romantically involved. Her death also adds to a pattern of domestic violence cases across the country, especially towards black women. According to the Institute, black women face high rates of S and domestic violence, including homicide. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. What's his name? Alan Jackson. Remember, he's took that case where that kid was speeding like crazy and killed those four sorority sisters on the Pacific Coast Highway. Okay, let me see. So he's defending him. Greg Biffle's home was burglarized weeks after the plane crash. $30,000 taken. They were all killed in that plane crash. Somebody robbed their home. Unbelievable. Shoot. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Two teens dead after a hole collapsed in a Florida park. Oh my gosh. Oh, our Verizon service. I couldn't call Ethan to see that he got back to school. I didn't know what was happening. Our Verizon says service was restored after thousands were affected by an outage. So if you have Verizon and you were wondering why you couldn't make calls, that's why. Yeah, So something happened to our phone service, and what happened was, let's see what happened, okay? Verizon Communications said service was restored on its wireless network after a widespread outage across the United States that lasted most of the day on Wednesday. The outage has been resolved, and the company will provide account credits to affected customers. We sincerely apologize for the disruption. They didn't give a reason for the disruption. The company said it had no indication to suggest that it could be related to a cyber attack. Customers began noticing service disruptions shortly before noon in New York. Complaints peaked at about 177,339 about an hour later. The cities that had the largest number of complaints included New York, Houston, Atlanta, Dallas, and Miami. AT&T and T-Mobile were reporting a much smaller number of network issues. Excuse me. When one large carrier issues a residual effect, is that calls to the company's customers can't be completed. So if anybody was trying to get me today, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. Last August, Verizon suffered another significant network outage that affected thousands of customers across the U.S. and disrupted service for hours. Affected customers who were receiving SOS messages on their phone should be able to place any call via a Wi-Fi connection and to dial 911. Craziness, right? And they don't know why. That's not good. Not good. Uh, 5 years. Hold on a second. Sister wives, what? Tori Spelling's mother turned 80. Yeah, that looks, what, is that a joke? Yeah. We're to believe that, right? Hold on. Okay, this is supposed to be her as 80. What is this, a joke? Oh no, you just had a little bit of retouching done for the photo. Come on. And you know what? It looks so dumb that she had all that work done. They really think that they end up looking so much worse. Did they really look in the mirror and say, that looks good? Seriously. And this is like one of those freaking fake things that the people do on Facebook, and then they live in a fantasy world that it's really them. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. If you reach 80 and you can't even be secure, and that's scary. Really scary. The cover sparked comments on Instagram where fans commented on her strikingly youthful appearance, which diverged from recent red carpet photos. Several fans said the cover image evoked other celebrities, including actress Trisha Paytas, Giselle Bryant, and Khloe Kardashian. In the new interview, Spelling recalls the moment she met her late husband, Aaron, in her early 20s. There was something indescribable between us from the moment that we met. It was a profound connection. Okay, honey, but really, come on. All right, let's see. All right, let me get back to your chat and see what you're saying. She doesn't really look like that now, does she? What do you mean? Like this? This is her. Yeah, this is a red carpet photo from May of 2025. This is her. Hi, Renee Gooden. Are you a good one or a bad one? I haven't seen you. We're finally seeing a lot of people we haven't seen in a long time. Can I ask how you found us? Did it happen because of the vertical feed? Did it happen because you finally got a notification, or you just ended up missing me really badly after all this time? It's good to see you, Renee Gooden. It's been a while. Well, I'm seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while, and I don't know if it's because of the vertical feed or what it is, but we're getting a lot of our OGs and special people back. That's really nice. Very nice. It's nice. It's nice. Picked up a lot of new subscribers too, and our views are way up. Thank God. It's all God. Okay, let's see. Anyway, let's see. Did my hubbylicious put my phone on the charger? Like a good boy? Because he was talking on my phone. He did. What a good hubby. What a good hubby I have. Love him. Okay. Should we do... How are you doing, Renee? No, how did you find us again? Did you just come up in your feed or what? Because I'm just wondering, because we are seeing a bunch of people we haven't seen in a while. And then I'm just wondering. So let me know. Just let me know how you found us again. Did it come up in your feed? Did you just go like, wow, where's that lady? I love her. I miss her so much. I'm going to go look for her. She used to be on every night. I bet you she's still on. So... we covered a lot of ground tonight. We've got to watch the trials in the morning. So I think we're going to do the word cookie. Do the word cookie with me. Should we do the word cookie right away? I am 63 and all natural, looking good. LOL. Yeah. That's great. Okay. Let's go. Let's go do the hump. We gotta go. Murder and Crows and I and few others played the game for a long time last night. A long time. We had a good time. Okay, good time, baby. Stream key. Now, where's my other little defaulter? See, I think it takes my little... It only leaves the 2 streams up for a while, and then it takes them... And it says, hey. Silly, silly. Okay. My stomach is grumbling. If you hear my stomach grumbling, it's saying it's hungry again and shut. Stop. Daily puzzle. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Renee Gooden never answered me about how she founded us. I really wanted to know. Oh boy, I don't know what this one is. Oh yeah, but lots happening. It's been a while. I disappeared on your feed. You had to Google me. Make sure you're signed up for. Make sure you subscribed and signed up on the bell for Skylark. You got it. All notifications, Brene Gooden. Make sure, because it made you disappear. Skylark. Thank you. Heart. Thank you, Heart. Somehow my chat got backed up. And I couldn't see the new stuff. And I need one more. Look, I'll show you. I need this word right here. Right here. I quit thinking pop. I'm trying not to smoke. I started going back to doing puzzles. I started buying lottery tickets. And I want to be moved to Arizona year round. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Lots happening. Yeah, but please try to do the notifications so you don't miss us anymore and we don't miss you. You Googled me. Well, then I appreciate you taking the time to Google me. That makes me feel very wanted. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Renee Gooden. I always knew you were a good one and not a bad one. I remember the first day you came in. Golly, I've tried that. Golly. Yeah, I've already did that one. Golly. I don't know what it is, Heart. I've been trying to get this, and I can't. Golly. Try. Yeah, I think I did try that. Golly. December was a stormy month. You're ready for spring. Me too. Me too. Golly. I'm ready to go back to the beach, okay? I tried that, Heart. I know it's ridiculous. Golly, mister. What's going on? Don't forget those prayers for Deanna's sister, Amy. Please. Go away. Where the freakazoid is my thing? Mr. UHP, I still have to email you. Don't let me forget. I have to catch up. But then, listen to me. Make sure that what was I going to say? If you tried to reach me today and I didn't get back to you, I wasn't being rude. Verizon service was out, okay? All right. I tried Lolly, and it's 4 letters, and I tried Lolly. Lolly, go away. Yeah, I have Abley. It's right here. It's quiet. It was a little pumped up before, Renee, but we're streaming vertically and horizontally, and so I think people can be on the vertical stream and we don't see them, but we got through all of our true crime, through the trial, through the au pair, so everybody's probably zoning, you know? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy tonight. With everything that's going on. Yeah, no, it's not that, sweets. But thanks for coming in and laughing like crazy about that. But it's not there. No. Now we're Mommy Space Ramblings, and we're in LLC there. Lucy's World. How's your daughter doing? Good? I haven't seen her in a long time. Is she still around on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, it's not there, sweetheart. It goes in alphabetical order. Be saying a prayer. Oh, yeah. Thank you, White Angel, for saying a prayer for Deanna's sister, Amy. That's very nice. Thank you so much. Pray for me, please, Renee says. Will do, Renee. We'll say a prayer for you. Say prayers for all of us. We all need them. Say prayers for me, too. Say prayers for our whole community. Everybody needs them. I haven't seen her around in a long time, Lucy. I don't know what this is. It's so crazy. So crazy, isn't it, Heart? Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar. I don't know. Heart, do you know? Heart. Where's Murder of Crows? Murder of Crows, we need you, baby. We need you, Murder of Crows. Come on and come on. She would merengue and do the cha-cha while she tried to be a star. Gabby? It can't be because look, it's got to go in alphabetical order. It's got to be, if it's going to be a G, the second letter has to be an O or further in the alphabet. Remember Globy? Globy is the mascot of the Harlem Globetrotters. Yeah. So Globy, but we can't do Globy. But what about, I think I tried Goby. I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious. Goba. Yeah, it's not glob either. It's glob's right up here. I know, it's ridiculous. Murder of Crows, where are you? Where are you, Murder of Crows? Carolyn's delirious. She's delirious. It's gotta be delirium. Feels like I've went through every combination there could be. Every combination. You will do that. Thank you. Yola, Yola, Yolo, Yolo. Isn't that Yoli? Oh, that's Yoli. That's my friend. She calls her grandmother Yoli. Grandma Yoli or something like that. Yeah. Yo. Yabba dabba do. But there's not. Come on. Loga. Loya, Lyob, Lyol, Lyoa, come on, Leo, Lalo, Lola, we tried that, Lobi, Loba, Lowly. Oh my goodness, I've already tried that heart. Oh, this is really really crazy. This is crazy, isn't it? This is crazy. I don't trust Cash App or PayPal or others. Oh, okay. You don't trust any of those? Oh, it is yoga. Oh boy. But we won't be defeated. Thank you very much there, Lucy. That was driving us crazy. Sir. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to challenge of your rival, and the last known survivor won't be waiting up. And he's... Okay, let's see. We did rivals. Vials. Did we do... We do... Viva Las Vegas. Okay. Sarah Tobala. Okay. Air. All I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. Sailing takes me away. It's where I want to go. Sailing takes me away. Rail. You're off the rails, girl. You're off the rails. I'm telling you, girl. You're off the rails. You're slurring your words, girl. It's a good thing I don't drink. It really is. You don't know what a good thing it is that I don't drink. Whatever ails you, right? Lou Rawls. Survival of the fittest. Very good. Survival of the fittest. Let's play survival. It's the eye of the tiger. Let me see. You already got... Didn't I put rival in there? I thought I had them both. It's rivals right here. Right here. Up here, see? I have them both. I have them both, girl. I have them. It's shake and bake and I helped. All right? Shake and bake, and I helped. Liar, liar, pants are on fire. Liar, liars, they come they come over in pairs. Liar, liar, liar. Avis. Avis. No. Avenue. Come on. What do you got? What you got? What you got? You got there? You got there. What's going on? What's going on, Mrs. Brown? What's going on? Vesuvius. Vesuvius. Lars. Lars and the new girl. Wasn't there that thing? Lars and the new girl. Lars. Ralph. Oh, we like Sal and we like Soul. Let's see. Survival. Survival. Survive. Ariel. No. Ari. Arriva. Salute. Rusi, Rulalenska. Remember that lady with the Rulalenska? She had that red hair. Somebody named their Irish setter Rulalenska. Yeah, I think that's what they named her. Viva Las Vegas. Do they even make Viva paper towels? No. Visual. Is that right? Visual, girl. That's right. And it's gotta be a Visa card. We need it to charge. Okay. Circular. Circa. Liar. Curve. Car. Rail. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Curl. Tony's got him. Air needed for your tires. Pearl, crucial. There. I had that before, and the other one, crucial. Crucial. Very good. What did I do? I did it wrong. Where am I? Oh, very good. Let's see. Relic. Riddle. Can't do a relic. Last uric. No, we can't. Aura. No, we can't. Arc. The hand. Carl. Rural king, rural road. Very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Alas, poor Uric, I knew him well. Alas, poor Uric, I knew him well. Do you know what is the next one? Where's our murder of crows? I miss you. Oh my goodness. We gotta get this last one. We gotta get this. We've gotta get this. What is it? Curial? Kitty Curial. 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 You're right, it's Curial. Kitty Curial. Curial. We like it. We like it. We like to shake it. We like to shake it. We like to have rice. We like to be fit. We like to have ice in our drinks. And it doesn't give us fire, and we won't want the fire. Okay. And then we won't tire. Ties. Fret. Fir trees. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Tie your shoe. Cite your sources. No rife. Riff is reading is fundamental. Tiff. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. Isn't it nice? Terrific. Gee, your hair smells terrific. No, can't be. You sure you haven't been drinking tonight? I haven't. That's good. Tice, I tried that. Trice. I told you once, I told you twice, don't eat chicken soup with rice. I told you once, I told you twice. Please stop doing that. Tick tock goes the clock. Let's see. Oh, I know. Crier. Crier. How about... T-R-I-F-I. Fire. Fire trick. Fire. Tick, tick, fire. Fire. Friar tuck. Firer. Fire. Fire. Firer. Firer. Who's the firer? Who's the firer? Very good. Okay, let's see. Fire tick. Fire. Fire tick. Fire tick. Fire to tick. Tick fire. Refer tick. Refer tick. Frantic. Trier. A trier. I'll be the trier. You light the fire. Ricer. Fire and ice and everything nice. Fire. Trifecta. Try. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Come on, stop this. This is crazy. Terrific. Terrific. What is it? Do we know what this could be? Do we know what this could be? Very fit. That's what I was looking for. Very good. Oh boy. News. It's hitting that. It's hitting that. song blue. Song. You can sing it with a cry in your voice. Ions, lights on, clap on. Did anybody get a clapper this year? I didn't even see the commercial. On and on. Did anybody get a I've never known anybody that really got a clapper. Clap on, clap off. The mighty clapper. There's always gin in every one. There's never been one that there isn't. If it's there, it's there. Well, coin. Oh yeah, good. Coin and coins. Very good. I tried cosine. Did you see? I did it. Bink, where are you? Oh boy. Sonic. Very good. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Icon. An icon. Very good. Ionic. And what about iconic? Oh, we can't. Icing. Oh, that, and I got that for something else today on a thing. I should know that. Another word I was missing. What is it? Voicings? Oh, voicings. Hold on a minute. Shoot. Very good. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you. Real. All All right, we're going to go to bed. I love you guys. God bless. Prayers. Thanks for hanging with me. Please don't forget those prayers for Deanna's sister, Amy. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers for all the ramblers. Prayers for everybody. Be kind. Be nice. Love you guys. God bless. And be good. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for playing the game, Heart. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless everybody. Be good. Sleep well. Sweet dreams.